Hello and welcome to Books of Blood. My name is John, and today I've got a review of Dead Daughters, and this is by Tim Meyer. Now this was sent to me, as you can tell by the little stripe around here, this was sent to me by Silver Shamrock Publishing. What I didn't know is that I've also got this book on my Kindle under a different cover. So I kind of fluctuated between reading the Kindle edition and the edition right here, the paperback edition. It just depended on whether or not I had enough light to be able to read the paperback. So before I continue with this, it's actually been a couple of days or so since I've actually done any videos. I think the last video that posted was March 1st, I believe it was. Maybe March 2nd, I don't remember. But I decided to take just a little bit of time away. My birthday, I'm not bragging or getting anybody to go happy birthday or anything like that, but my birthday was on Thursday, March 4th. It's March 6th now, it's Saturday. So I just want to kind of take a break from recording and everything. But also I wrote, I sent Brad Proctor a message on Instagram, and we're doing a buddy read in March. We're doing a buddy read of The 13th Coyote by Christopher Triana. And I wrote him, I told him, I said that if I stay away from BookTube too long, if I don't make any videos, the way my brain works is I start to feel like I'm not a part of the BookTube community anymore. And I was starting to get that feeling. I thought to myself, you know what, it's time to come back and start making some videos again. And so I figured the best thing to do would go ahead and be to make a review video. So anyway, that being said, Dead Daughters. This book had a lot of kind of, not so much twist, but a lot going on, all right? It's not a big book. It's only about 280 pages, maybe 250, 280, something like that. Anyway, it's about this guy. His name's Drew Lowry. Now, Drew, he's described as a nice guy. He's a former addict, and he's a happily married guy. He's got a daughter, got a loving wife, loving daughter, and it's his birthday when we first began. So he goes out after the party's over. He's having a big party with all his friends there. His next door neighbor, a friend of his named Dale, a police officer that he knows named Paul, and different people. And he goes out to his mailbox and he finds there's an envelope. It's a blank envelope. He opens it up, and there is a picture of what appears to be his 7-year-old daughter lying dead in a pool of blood. Okay? The only thing about that is that his 7-year-old daughter is upstairs in her room, sound asleep. But for all intents and purposes, it looks like right there in that picture is his daughter. Okay, it's got the girl in the photo is even wearing her yellow dress. The girl is wearing her shoes, and they find out that the shoes have been taken. So, so now that's the beginning of it. Like, who took this picture? Why is it here? What's going on here? And this whole thing, I don't want to say too much about it, but there is so much going on. Let's see. You got, there's a whole big conspiracy. He starts getting notes at work about saying, I'm watching you. I know what's going on. I know all about you. I'm going to kill your effing daughter and stuff like this. All kinds of stuff. Getting weird notes like that. And this is one of those books I don't want to go too far into what the book is about, because if I do, I feel like I'm going to just completely spill the beans on everything. But, so the best way to say it is that this book, it involves a serial killer. It involves multiple personalities, experimentations, like brain experimentations and such. And this thing, Yeah, I mean, it's just one of these books that there's so much going on in this thing. It's like you get into one part of the book and you're like, okay, I believe I have this solved. And you, next thing you know, the author, Tim Meyer, next thing you know, he goes, nope, no, you don't. And he just flips the script on you one more time. And I love the story. I love the way it was resolved. I give it a 4-star rating. And I feel like I'm not telling enough about this story. I want to expand on it, but I'm really not sure. To me, the book was about what you would do. What would one man do to protect his family? Also, what would this person do if he found out that someone that he loved, someone that was very close to him, was not the person that he thought they were? And throughout this book, there's a whole lot of suspects. There's not suspects, but you might want to call them red herrings. There's his next door neighbor, who we find out that his own daughter and own wife and daughter were murdered. So there's a little bit of history there with him. Then you find out about this woman and her husband named Marianne Greenlee and her husband Brian. And there's some history there with them and their daughter being murdered also. And yeah, the more I tell you, the more I'm going to just, like I said, spill the beans on the entire plot. And I don't want to do that. But to me, this book was basically about what one person would do if they found out that someone they loved was not the person they thought they were. And also what they would do to protect their child from something horrendous, something dangerous. I like the character of Drew. Drew, when I first started reading it, it said he lived in New Jersey and he worked in a gym. And I actually started kind of making fun of the character, thinking, oh, great, Jersey Shore. I mean, and as I was reading the book, I kept thinking, what would the situation do in a case like this? And I thought, you know what, that's not fair to the writer. I'm not going to do that. So I quit joking around. I started to like Drew for the person he is. He's just a nice guy caught up in a bad situation. Then you got his next door neighbor, Dale. Dale's the guy that he lost his family, his daughter and wife and daughter, to this serial killer. You've got a police detective that's kind of unorthodox or kind of weird. Not so much weird as Holly Gibney is in the Stephen King Mr. Mercedes books and in The Outsider, but he's just weird enough. He's kind of unorthodox in his methods. So, and yeah, there's a whole cast of characters. Like I said, I give this book 4 stars. The only reason I gave it 4 stars instead of 5 stars is because I just felt like there was almost too much happening in this book. It's like I said, you go reading, you get along, you're like, okay, I think I got this figured out. And then it's like, boom, nope, here's something else. You're like, all right, wait a minute, let's put this together and this together. Okay, wait, I got it now. Boom, no, you don't. So there's a lot happening in the book, almost like it's just almost too much, okay? Other than that, I loved it. I thought it was a really good book. So like I said, I'm going to give this book 4 stars. I'm going to hold it up one more time. This is Dead Daughters. It's by Tim Meyer. I absolutely love this cover. It's by Elder Lemon Design. And it's just awesome. So yeah, that is my review. I'm going to post this. I'm going to post it on Monday. It was be the 8th or 9th. I don't know. Today's what, the 6th, I believe? Yeah, so Monday the 8th. I'll be posting Monday the 8th. Until then, that's going to do it. So thank you guys for watching. It is the weekend. It is Saturday night. So please, if you're going to go out, be safe about it. And if you're going to stay home, hey, be safe about that too. I'm sorry. Couldn't think of anything else to say. Anyway, y'all take care. Thank you. Bye-bye.